We're still here in Kusatsu, and this time, we're exploring what happens after dark. The streets grow quieter, the lights soften, and the hot springs take on a completely different mood. This is episode 3, the final chapter of our journey through Kusatsu. Wonderful. And before we leave, the town has one last side to show. After enjoying my stay at Kusatsu Skyland Hotel, I headed back into town. In the morning, I walked toward the hot water field, taking in the quieter side of Kusatsu.
Wow, the king of YouTube has been here. I feel blessed. Alright, but I am the king of Onsen. It's quite refreshing, like basically all of the shops are open. In some of the older onsen towns you'll find there's a lot of shutters, things like that. But that's not the case here. There's a shop everywhere. It's new cafes, so much life. It's vibrant.
As I explored, I realized I wanted to stay a little closer to the center. That's when I found another accommodation, a spot much closer to the Yubatake, perfect for my last day in Kusatsu. And this is where I will be staying for the evening, Yubatake Sensui, a wonderful hotel just a few short steps from the Yubatake itself. So before the evening falls, let's go check out the room, change into my yukata, and then let's hit the town. Come on. Wow, this is a beautiful room. It has these awesome Western style beds, a sofa, but also a Japanese chic motif to the entire interior. You'd say this is a Western Japanese style. I'm just loving the wood accents, the washi, this is beautiful. This suite even comes with a little kitchenette for long-term visitors, which is super helpful. If you don't want to spend all your money out on the town and eating out every night, do a little cooking here. And then, to top it all off, my personal favorite, each room comes with its own rotenburo open air bath. That is phenomenal. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to have a soak in that. All right, it is now time to change into my yukata and hit the town. Oh! No. Eh? Oh. Walking through Kusatsu at night feels completely different from the daytime. The streets are quieter, the lighting is dynamic, and the steam from the hot springs hangs low in the air. As I made my way through town, the glow of the streetlights reflected off the wet stone paths, and the sound of flowing water followed me the whole way. Then I reached the Yubatake, the hot water field. At night, it somehow feels even more powerful. The hot steam billows heavily as thousands of liters of hot water pour out of the ground, illuminated by accentuated lighting. People slowly move about, taking photos or stopping to just enjoy the lit-up serenity. This is Kusatsu after dark, calm, dramatic, and unforgettable. As you can see, Kusatsu at night is breathtaking. The way they've just really utilized the lights to really kind of work together with the steam. They even changed the colors of the lights to give it this kind of mysterious, otherworldly feel. It's just truly special. As the onsen guy, this counts as one of my top 10 experiences. Don't get me wrong, I love a good ashiyu, but ashiyu at night here in Kusatsu? Now this is something truly special, almost magical. Even though it is frigid outside and I'm quite chilly, I'm warming my entire body using this foot bath, utilizing a technique called Zukan Sokonetsu, which means cold head, hot feet. It's all about the blood cycle, baby. Warm it up from the feet. Yeah, getting toasty. Kusatsu also offers one of Japan's must-try experiences, Izakaya culture. I love visiting local izakayas all over the country. Let's check this one out. Ooh, Kamameshi.
Look at that view. It's right beside the Yubatake, and it's lit up for the evening. That is beautiful. Well, to start things off, kampai. Oh. That is wonderful. Now, this establishment is famous for Kamameshi, or kettle rice in English, which is a traditional cooking method where they use a traditional iron pot to cook rice and other ingredients together, allowing their flavors to meld and mix to create something truly flavorful and special. And today, I'm eating a 3-meat Kamameshi and a salmon and salmon roe Kamameshi. All right, let's try the salmon and salmon roe Kamameshi. There's just a salmon explosion in here. Oh, and there's kind of a sweet savoriness to the sauce that's been put in with the rice. As a Canadian, I approve of this salmon and salmon roe Kamameshi. Ooh, and look at that maitake. Oh. Now let's try the 3-meat or 3-meat flavor Kamameshi. Oh. Great umami and sweetness from the sauces. The meat and the chicken is just juicy. It's wonderful. Protein-packed bowl here. Oh, this is great. Delicious. And goes great with a beer. All right, after I devour this, I'm going to move on to our climax of the evening. One of the best experiences you can have in Kusatsu, a night rotenburo. That's right, a night open air bath lit up for our bathing enjoyment. I'll see you there.
From the Yubatake, I headed toward the Sainokawara open air bath. The walk takes about 15 minutes and the route is easy to follow. On the way, you pass through Sainokawara Park, the same park with the foot baths from our previous installment. And at night, it takes on an enigmatic atmosphere with colored lights illuminating the rocks, steam, and vegetation. The path is well maintained, well lit, and easy to walk, even after dark. It's much quieter here than the town center. It's calming and quite a joy to walk through. And by the time you reach the open air bath, the town feels leagues away.
It is massive. That is the biggest rotenburo I've ever seen. So this is Sainokawara Rotenburo, this giant outdoor bath. It's about 500 square meters big. That's about 2 full-size tennis courts, if my math isn't off. As you can see, it's beautifully lit up for the evening. This is beyond unreal. I am loving this. This water is taken from the Bandai Spring, which is a chlorine sulfate acidic spring. It's about 1.7 pH, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be stripping your skin of all the dead skin and everything. You're going to be coming out silky smooth and just completely sterilized, essentially. Now that was a soak to remember. Whew, wow. Most hot spring towns go quiet at night, but as you can see here in Kusatsu, its evenings are alive and well with culture and charm. From the light ups to the evening baths to the local food, there is so much to do and explore. This has been such a wonderful journey,
and some of the most powerful and just comforting springs I've ever experienced. And sadly, that does it for our adventure here in Kusatsu. I hope you enjoyed our journey as much as we did. Please let us know what you like the most down in the comments. And be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more hot spring adventures in the future. This has been Kyle, the Onsen Guy. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep soaking.